So, Jordan, what do you think about, like, let's just, since you're a young man, what do you think about, let's say, men in their late 30s, even 40s, and they are, working their way up the corporate ladder and they have kids and so forth, and they're kind of creeping up on their scale and so forth. What do you think their biggest challenges that you see as a coach in the fitness world that they're having challenges with?
Prioritization.
Okay. What do you mean by prioritization?
Older men, specifically, in our society today, they have to give so much, and they can never give to themselves. Right? There's 24 hours a day. They have to give minimum 5 hours to themselves to sleep. Then they have to go give sometimes 8 hours for work, sometimes an hour to drive. Then they have to take care of their kids. They have to make sure their wife is happy. They very rarely take time and prioritize themselves. And when they do, it's not beneficial. It's sitting on their phone, watching TV, sitting on the couch, eating popcorn, not eating healthy. I think if they took an hour for themselves a day and just said, for this hour, I'm just going to focus on getting better, 90% of their issues would be resolved in a few months.
Wow. So that's not really a lot of time, just by putting in that little bit of time.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you, I mean, you made a major shift in your life. I mean, when you were younger, you were really active as a kid, and then you went really sedentary as a teenager, and then you went on this health journey. Can you share with me a little bit about that? Like how fitness changed your life a little bit?
For sure. So whenever I was younger, I played sports all the time, like most kids do. And as I got into my teen years, I never really felt like I was accepted at school or the environment around me. And I kind of just gave up on myself. And I stopped prioritizing the things that would make me happier, like movement. And I started doing the things that would help me hide, like playing video games all the time, because they made me feel safer. And because of that, I ended up gaining a lot of weight. I got up to, the heaviest I ever weighed was 247 pounds. And I struggled with mental health, depression, anxiety, attempted suicide several times. And by finding fitness, I was able to replace all of that with something that was natural, not medication, not anything like that, but naturally boosts your chemicals in your brain and corrects everything for you, because that's what we're meant to do. We're meant to move. We're meant to be healthy. And by prioritizing that, I was able to, one, lose the weight, two, look better, and most importantly, feel better. And all that changed was my priorities.
That's so powerful. What do you think about, like, the school and health system? I mean, you and I have never had a conversation about that. Do you think the schools are missing their mark in the way that they're communicating with kids today, as far as how they're using fitness with kids?
In what sense do you mean?
Like just offering it, like in a better way, as far as maybe therapeutic and stuff.
Yeah, so I know, I can speak for myself, but back in like first grade when I got diagnosed with being ADHD, the first response to any sort of like attention span thing with men especially is medicating, because it's not normal, when that is not the case at all. Men, we're biologically designed to move, right? We're just biologically designed to be very active and move a lot. And they've done studies on this, and they found that when kids are able to move more, especially male kids are able to move more, they're going to be able to focus more in class, because they don't have as much pent-up energy just sitting there. So like longer recesses, for example, or dedicated weightlifting as a class, or X, Y, and Z, where they actually teach you how to move, for one, but also get you moving in general, for young men especially. This is not a problem that's prevalent really for women, like young women, because we're just different. Not in a bad way, not in a weaker way or a worse way, but we're different in how we respond and like what's there to help us learn better. And the way the system's designed right now is kind of designed for women to succeed rather than men. I think that's an issue.
Yeah, for example, like if men need to move, there could be stand-up desks. There could be, like in the Montessori school systems, there are like workstations where they can rotate and things like that. And there's not those types of activities. It's very structured where you have to sit for a long period of time and those kind of things.
For
so sure. it doesn't lend, like you get in trouble if you don't sit still.
Yep, exactly. And that scientists always question, like, why is testosterone going down in the average male? Do you know it's decreased by 50% in the last 30 years?
No.
The average testosterone in men. I don't really have any evidence to back this up. My theory is that it's because we aren't moving our entire life. We're being literally taught as men, as young men, to kind of repress our natural urges and just sit there. Right? The average testosterone in the last 100 years has gone from about 1,500 to 2,000 nanograms a deciliter to just under 600.
Wow. That would be interesting to find out about that natural biological.
It really got bad in the 90s when our food changed. What you eat, like we eat so much processed junk now, and that affects your hormones and all your chemicals. Like, of course, our testosterone is going to be altered. It's like when a woman takes birth control. Are your hormones the same when you take birth control versus when you're off it? No. Why? Because it has a bunch of things in it that you can't pronounce. It's all these chemicals, all these different compounds that are processed and man-made rather than what's natural and from the earth.
So you really have like a strong belief in. Share with me a little bit about your passion. I mean, you're in your early 20s and you started this company from grassroots, like literally raising money, like just calling people and saying, what do you have? You know, you didn't get any kind of big investor. You really like gathered individuals and friends in college. And just like the naming of your company. Can you share with me, like, I remember you calling and saying, I have this idea for this company and I'm so excited about it. So can you share? Because I think it came from really your personal experience of how fitness changed your life. So can you talk about that a little bit?
For sure. So everything starts with the name. Somatics, soma means the mind, and when you put the somatics at the end of it, that connects it to the body. It literally means like the mind-body connection and how movement therapy can affect mental health. Right? That's our primary focus here. And what we try to do is give people the tools through our mobile application to, one, track their fitness journey, two, track their nutrition, and most importantly, track their progress. So they have something to ground them and know that they're improving every single day. And by improving your physical wellness, you can improve your mental health.
That's awesome. So you have constructed an app, and it's for people to be able to do this. What is your biggest dream for someone to experience when they have that app?
I want people to become the healthiest they've ever been and the happiest they've ever been using our tools, using our systems. When people use our stuff and are able to change their life because of it, that means our mission's been complete. Because our mission statement is we make training easy. If we can make training easy for you, fitness easy for you, then we've been successful in our mission.
And, you know, there's other apps out there that do fitness. So what do you think makes yours different than others, in your opinion?
So we obviously have a free app with a free barcode scanner. Most other apps don't have that.
What's a barcode scanner?
So you can just scan like the UPC of like, let's say you buy protein waffles from Food Lion. All you have to do is scan the box, and then it'll automatically import your nutritional data.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
The other thing we offer with our premium membership is a one-on-one consultation with a registered dietitian. So you'll be able to talk exactly about why you've been struggling. They can point you in the right direction and give you some sort of education with your goals. And if you wanted to pursue some sort of one-on-one coaching with them, like that's an option we provide as well.
Oh, wow.
We also offer a variety of educational content on YouTube, youtube.com/SomaticsFN, and on Instagram, the same tag. And we really just try to be there every step of the way for your fitness journey. And one of the ways we do that is we have a community Discord server with myself, my co-partner Daniel White, as well as all of our staff. And you can just message us at any time with any questions you have, and we're going to do everything we can to respond, because we believe in being there for you your entire journey.
So it's like a community that you can talk to.
We call it the SFN Plus community.
That's cool. So like people who get the app, they automatically plug into a friendship kind of thing.
Yes, absolutely.
I love that, because I have a group of fibromyalgia women, and I didn't tell you this, but yesterday I talked with one of the ladies, right? Mm-hmm. And she was like, Trisha, she's like, I totally just love you so much because I feel like you've given me hope. She goes, I'm so lonely and I need more friends. So I love that your app is going to be doing that, because people do struggle with not only their fitness, but their weight. So thank you, Jordan, for sharing that. And I'm excited about your journey and just you sharing your experience with us today. So thank you for giving your time.
For sure. And
all right.
If you want to read more about kind of like what we do at SFN, go to your browser and type in SFN, Somatics Fitness Nutrition .plus, and that'll redirect you to our website with everything you need to know.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, and thank you for, being vulnerable and sharing about, your personal journey, because today I was writing about how setbacks can be seeds of success, and your setback in your teen years actually became a seed of success for Somatics today. If you had not gone through that, your company would not be what it is now, because you wouldn't have gone through that. So I think that is what makes setbacks purposeful. So thank you so much. And guys, thank you for listening to this show today. Remember to live life unstoppable with a passion and purpose, to use your setbacks in spite of those, that they can mean something, just like Jordan's story today. So have a great one. God bless you. Trish Andreessen, over and out.